Hello and welcome to our second Colway radio broadcast. Mr. Holder and Mrs. Evans are here to update you with lots of news.
And nonsense. Don't forget that, Mrs. Evans.
Oh yes, forgot I was working with you. Yes, kids, no doubt there'll be lots of nonsense too.
It's called fun, Mrs. Evans. Fun, with a capital F.
Yeah, I don't do a lot of that.
Yes, today we will do our best to entertain you and help Mrs. Evans understand the word fun.
So go on, Mr. Holder, what have we got today in our fabulous fun pack show?
It's a very busy show today. We have got lots of birthdays to celebrate and a new segment, slightly new, Jokes with the Ball.
Ah, right. Are they any better than those ones with the fish?
Much better, and a better delivery, everything.
Yeah, because let's be honest, those jokes by Mr. Fish were pretty bad.
Really bad, but nobody understands new jokes.
However, I've heard some of Mrs. Ball's, and trust me, I don't think Mrs. Ball's will be any better.
Wow, we'll let the Colway kids decide that, shall we? Getting back to the show, we've also got some breaking news on World Book Day, a quiz with Miss Jenkins. We're going to hear from some of the children in Year 5. Then we will be going over to Cookery Corner for some ideas with a tasty treat. We've got another Barrow's brain teaser. Does he know the answers yet?
No, he's still working them out.
And then we'll be hearing from Mrs. White to close the show.
Sorry, I didn't hear anything about any sporting news. Don't we have an important update about the Six Nations rugby result? You know, that important match that was played last Saturday. You know, the one where I think it was, oh yes, let me think. The game where Wales beat England. Yes, that's the one.
Ah! You mean the one where Wales had an extra man on the pitch wearing a referee's uniform?
Oh, sore loser. Shame on you, Mr. Holder. Shame on you. Oh.
Gloucester won, on the plus side, for the first time in a very long time.
Oh, there you go. Made up for something.
Right, I think it's time to celebrate some birthdays. Don't you? Connie James, Calla James, Molly Hawkins, Ollie Weiss, Maisie Oakey, Thomas Eaton Ehrlich, Ellie Mae Caton, Ava Robson, Ariana Sasams, Ava Wildin, Joshua Cow Meadow, Oren Bidmead, Jessica Jones, that's a cool name, Rudy Vokins, Tristan Barlow, Georgia Smith, who did the backing tune for today's happy birthday messages, thank you Georgia, Emily Brooks, Oliver Enfield, Riley Jones, Caitlin Buttery, Alice Tate, Caleb Breed, Daniel Heath, Charlie Thomas, Darcy Adams, Jessica Manda and Ty Jones.
Right, so happy birthday everyone, and now it's time. Oh dear.
What?
It's time for those jokes with Mrs. Ball. Woohoo!
Hi everyone, it's Mrs. Ball here, and I've got some really funny jokes to share with you this afternoon. Now, some of you might know that I'm a big Star Wars fan, so my first joke is going to be a Star Wars joke. How did Darth Vader know what I was going to get for my birthday?
I don't know.
He felt my presence. Okay, now for the next joke. Why did the boy eat all of his homework?
I don't know.
Why did the boy eat all of his homework? Because the teacher said it was a piece of cake. And one more. I wonder if you'll get this one actually. What do you call a cockerel staring at a pile of lettuce?
I don't know.
A chicken Caesar salad.
Just when you thought they couldn't get any worse.
No arguments from me. They are pretty bad, but hilarious. Now it's time to talk about one of my favourite days of the year. Yes, it's World Book Day today. A day when we all get to celebrate the wonderful world of books.
Oh, I do love a good book. Love the opportunity to escape into another world, another adventure. What would we do without them?
Exactly. So today we have lots of activities planned for you so that together we can think about the joy of reading. Who's your favourite author or book, Mrs. Evans?
Do you know what? That's so hard to answer. There are just so many children's books that I've enjoyed, and also that I've enjoyed reading to my own children. I love the Harry Potter books by J.K. Rowling.
Classic.
I've actually queued at midnight to get one of those books.
Was it cold?
It was cold. My boys were so excited about getting, I think it was Goblet of Fire, that we actually queued at midnight to go and get it from W.H. Smith.
I might have to lie to Ezra and say that's not allowed to happen anymore.
Yeah, I think that was the days before Amazon. But I also really enjoyed reading the Roald Dahl books as a child, especially Fantastic Mr. Fox and Danny the Champion of the World. What about you?
Well, I loved reading the revolting rhymes as a child, but I think now that my favourite children's book is the Nowhere Emporium. It has everything. Bit of adventure, bit of mysteries, and some epic action. And I cannot wait for May when I'll read it with the current Year 6s, because last year's Year 6s absolutely loved it. So much so, if I remember rightly, half of the year group went out and bought the sequel.
Oh, really? That just says such a lot, doesn't it?
That good.
Right. It sounds like it's going to be a fantastic day once again, Mr. Holder. We're all looking forward to it, I'm sure. Well, right next up on the show, it's quiz time with Mrs. Jenkins. Over to you, Mrs. Jenkins. Let's hear what you've got for us today.
Hi everyone, it's Miss Jenkins and this is your Where in the World quiz. Number 1. This is an Asian country whose capital is Tokyo. They have a red and white flag and some wear a kimono. Okay, write your answers down. Number 2. This country gave us Harry Potter and the Cuddly Paddington Bear, consorting detective Sherlock Holmes and Robin Hood who kept things fair. Number 3. This is a country in Europe. Its highest peak is Ben Nevis, known for its tartan, tasty shortbread and haggis. 4. In this country, most speak English, but you will find that is not all, as there are many who speak French, like in Quebec and Montreal. That was quite a hard one. And number 5. Champagne comes from this place, and they make cheese called Brie. Their capital's Paris, but what is the country? Make sure you've written all of your answers down, and you'll get the answers later on in the show.
Thank you, Miss Jenkins. Unlike Mrs. Evans, I won't marry you off so soon.
Oh, yeah, I just realised that.
We will give you the answers at the end of the show.
Oh, so Mr. Holder, did you manage to answer any of those questions today by Miss Jenkins? She certainly challenged us with some of those questions.
I'm still trying to work them out, to be honest.
Mr. Holder, I've been thinking. What have you been getting up to? Have you found any more virtual friends?
Yes, actually.
Anyone still peering back at you on your black computer screen?
Yep, absolutely. Still there. How did you know? Well, let me tell you about him. He, funnily enough, looks like the last guy that I was a virtual friend with, but his hair's much longer now.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
What about his beard? Is that getting longer?
Yeah, his beard's out of control. I've mentioned to him he should probably shave, but, I think it's just given lockdown fever's kicked in a bit.
Is he good looking kind of chap, or is he a bit weird looking?
He's absolutely beautiful, but very strange. So, a bit of both there. Yeah, Certainly more entertaining than talking to my other friend, my only other friend. His name is Mr. Fishwick.
Yeah, your only other friend. And funny enough, I think you're his only friend as well.
As long as we've got each other.
What's coming up now there, Mr. Holder?
What is coming up next? Well, you know what is coming up now, don't you? Yep, it's that time in the show when we go over to Cookery Corner to get some ideas for some tasty treats. So, Mrs. Evans, it's over to you.
Oh, well, thank you and welcome over again to Cookery Corner. I hope some of you made the pancakes from our last show. Did you, Mr. Holder?
No, I don't have a kitchen at the moment, but my sister-in-law orders us some pancakes from Casper's in Gloucester.
Oh, wow.
They were amazing.
But did you get savoury ones?
No, they were sweet. One with chocolate sauce and strawberries and one with chocolate sauce and bananas.
Oh,
and when I say chocolate sauce, it was absolutely dripping in chocolate sauce.
Oh,
it was
really?
Probably too much, to be honest.
Oh, wow.
But we didn't think we'd be getting any, and then we...
So your sister loves you then?
Sister-in-law loves me. My father dropped some on the doorstep the next morning because he didn't think we'd had any, so we had pancakes for breakfast as well.
Oh, there are people that care. That's
probably
nice.
More for Dawn and Ezra.
Ah, yeah, of course.
Yeah, there were only two, and I don't ever remember seeing my name on them, but I had some.
Well, let's get back to the cookery. Today I've got a simple idea for you that can be both savoury or sweet. In fact, we made these in year 4 for one of our Ditch the Device days, and Jack even went home and showed his family how to make them. He then brought some in for his lunch, so here goes. They must be good. All you need is a sheet of puff pastry, and this can be made by hand, but it takes a lot of effort. So if you can buy this at any local supermarket, I even know Lidl sell it, really reasonable. So just pop down the road.
Brilliant.
And you just lay it out flat, cut it into quarters, and then choose a filling to spread over the top of one of the quarters. We use Nutella in class, but you could use jam, peanut butter, sugar and cinnamon. It's absolutely beautiful with the sugar and cinnamon. Or you could have a bit of sugar and grated lemon, or even orange zest even. Really, anything you fancy. It could even be savoury, a tomato base, such as tomato puree, cheese, perhaps a little bit of basil, sun-dried tomato, gives it a bit of a pizza feel. And once you spread your choice of filling over the top, you then roll it up like a Swiss roll. You know, like a paper on a roll, like a toilet roll. Mm-hmm. And roll it fairly tightly so your filling doesn't fall out. And once you've rolled them up, cut them into 2 centimetre slices and turn them so that the spiral is facing upwards. So you're almost slicing it like a loaf of bread.
Ah, I see.
Turn them over so you see the little spiral, and then you repeat that with the other 3 quarters, and you could try different fillings in those. You could almost have like your savoury and then your pudding afterwards.
Oh, 3-course pastry meals.
Yeah, and they're really easy to make, but they taste great. I love the sugar and cinnamon on mine, and yeah, absolutely beautiful. And then you even drizzle a little bit of icing over the top once they're baked, only on the sweet ones, of course. You don't want that on your savoury.
Never know.
So what would be your choice of filling, Mr. Holder? Sweet or savoury?
I'd have to go with savoury every time. Every time. And I think, going with that, I like the tomato idea. Bit of basil. I would get some chopped up bacon as well to just sprinkle on top.
You'd have to cook it first, have it a bit crispy, and then sprinkle it in there.
Yeah, that
nice.
would be perfect, wouldn't it? Maybe, why not throw in some cheese?
Bit of mozzarella, that stretchy cheese.
Well, hopefully, Mrs. Evans will have lots of people doing the cookery challenge this week and get some photos into the class emails.
Oh, those class emails that are so busy.
Too busy, if anything. Right then, moving on. Now, it's one of my favourite parts of the show. I get to listen to some of the children from Colway Junior School, which is much, 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 much better than having to chat with Mrs. Evans, I can tell you.
You love chatting with me, Mr. Holder.
Correct.
Who have you been chatting with?
This week I will be chatting with one William Belson and one Olivia Badman in Year 5. And this is what they've had to say. Hello Olivia, how are you?
Good, thank you.
Good stuff. So, what has it been like in school during the lockdown?
Definitely really boring.
Why is that?
Because there's not really much to do. You just watch TV all the time.
Yeah, it's not the most exciting, is it? What's it been like in school?
It's okay because most of my friends are actually in the school most of the time, like Martha, Tippy and Georgia.
Well, that's not too bad then. So you get to listen to Martha and Tippy argue a lot.
Definitely.
Oh, how much fun. What are you looking forward to the most on March the 8th, on Monday, when all the children return?
Just getting back to normal and just seeing everyone back together and actually being a class again.
Oh, I couldn't agree more, Olivia. Okay, a little bit about you now. What are your hopes for the future?
That COVID definitely goes away.
I think that's the same with everyone. Absolutely. And what are you looking forward to most about Easter?
Probably the chocolate.
The chocolate? What about an Easter egg hunt?
Well, most of the time we do an Easter hunt, but when I was little, my mum and dad always used to hide these little plastic eggs around the house, and they used to have like clues in them, and then we would find the clues, and there would be a massive Easter egg in the garden waiting for us.
Wow. And did you and your sister have to share it equally?
No, there will be one each for us.
One each? And be honest, how much of your chocolate did Mum eat when she wasn't supposed to?
It was mostly Dad.
Dad! Papa bad man.
He always eats it.
Does he?
Mhm.
You'll have to try and find. You'll have to hide it so he can't ever find it. Or do you think he'll still find a way?
He'll still find a way.
Oh, Dad. Papa bad man. And finally, can you, Olivia Badman, teach Mrs Dixon how to catch?
Maybe if we try a lot.
How much? How many hours do you think?
Every single minute.
Olivia, thank you very much. You've been brilliant.
Thank you.
Hello, William. How are you?
Good.
Good. Anything else? Just good?
Yeah.
That's it, Mr. Holder. Work, boy, work. William, tell me, what's it been like in school during the lockdown?
It's been really different. We haven't really been able to talk to anyone.
No.
We've had to do all our work on computers, and it's just not been the same.
Is it making your eyes ache a little bit?
A bit, yeah.
A bit, yeah. I'm not very good at staring at screens for too long either. So with that being said then, what are you looking forward to the most on March the 8th when all of the children return?
I'm probably looking most forward to seeing all my friends again.
Yes. I'm looking forward to seeing my friend again, Mr. Fishwick. I've only got one. Have you got more than one?
Yeah.
How'd you do it? What's your secret? Fair enough. You don't know. William, what are you hoping for in the future?
I'm hoping that everything will just get back to normal. We won't have to worry about COVID anymore.
I think a lot of people are hoping for that.
Yeah.
Master Balson, yeah. Very good indeed. What are you most looking forward to about Easter? Easter's coming.
Probably eating loads of chocolate.
Eating lots of chocolate.
And having last year's chocolate next Easter.
Hang on a minute. Whoa. Rewind. You've still got some of last year's chocolate.
There's definitely some of my sister's.
So your sister saved it for that lot of... Did you eat all of yours?
I might have some, maybe one egg or something.
One egg, wow. So you're looking forward to some fresh chocolate, I'm sure. That'd be nice, won't it? And interestingly, and most importantly, this is most pertinent to your year group, William. Can you, William Balson, teach Mrs Dixon how to catch?
Probably not.
No, nobody can. We've all tried. She's a lost cause. Never mind. William, thank you very much for talking to me this morning.
Right, now up on the show we have something to challenge your brains with. Oh yes, it's time for Barrow's Brain Teaser. Have a go and see if you can solve his tricky problem today.
Hiya, Mr. Barrow.
Hey, Mr. H, how you doing?
I'm absolutely fine. How are you?
Yeah, I'm absolutely living the dream. I cannot wait for Monday, I have to say.
Why's that?
Well, just to have all the children back.
Well,
or is it to see Mr. H again or Mrs. Hall? I don't know. Don't know what it is.
There's a lot to be excited about, isn't there?
Absolutely.
Hang on a minute. Let me just check my notes. Are you here? You are here for the brain teaser, aren't you? Because we cancelled the sports roundup this week for obvious reasons.
Yeah. Oh, we can talk sport.
Nope.
No, seriously, we can.
Nope.
Little bit.
Nope. None at all.
You don't talk Six Nations rugby.
Who?
Six Nations
Gloucester rugby. Did I hear Gloucester rugby?
You clearly don't want to talk about Gloucester rugby.
No, we won
either,
the weekend for the first time in a while.
Anyway, so the question of this is, the first 2 Wales tries, should they have stood?
I think the entire world, apart from one particular French bloke, thinks no.
I love the French.
Always have, haven't you?
That's why we go to Paris Disneyland.
And we'll love the French more when they win the slam, won't we?
Yeah, okay.
Mr. Barrow.
Yeah.
It's that time again. We need another baffling brain teaser from you.
Oh, okay. I haven't got a special jingle.
Barrow's baffling brain teaser.
That's beautiful.
Thank
okay, right. So then, if there are 4 apples and you take away 3, how many do you have?
Ooh.
Thank you for that, Mr. Barrow. Do you think you have the answer to that one, Mr. Holder?
I'm still trying to work it out. I think I need a pencil and paper. Now, we need to give you the answers to the quiz. Here we go.
Hi everyone, here's the answers to my quiz for Where in the World. Number 1 was Japan. Number 2, England. Number 3, Scotland. Number 4, Canada. And number 5, France. Well done if you've got the answers right.
That was a great quiz. How did you get on, Mrs. Evans?
Awful. Absolutely awful. Miss Jenkins certainly knows how to challenge some of us with those questions. Now, to close the show, we're going to go over to hear a message from Mrs. White.
Hello everyone, and thank you to Mr. Holder and Mrs. Evans for another amazing lockdown radio show. We always love World Book Day here at Coway, and although it's had to be different this year, we hope you're having a lovely book-filled day. We're very excited that Coway will be open next week for all our pupils. We've organised everything for you to help you all feel happy and safe in school. I'm sure that you're looking forward to seeing your friends again. Next Friday, in school, we're organising some lovely activities for you, linked to the book, The Boy, the Mole, the Fox and the Horse. It's what we're calling our World Book Day number 2. Also next week, I'll be visiting every classroom and giving out some special lockdown learning awards. Enjoy the rest of today, have a great weekend, and look forward to seeing you on Monday. Can't wait.
Thank you, Mrs. White. Now, we've come to the end of our show. Once again, it's been great fun putting this together.
It has, hasn't it?
Yeah.
I'm loving it.
And thankfully, next week, everyone will be back in school and life will be getting a little bit back to normal. We can't wait to see you all. What are you looking forward to about next week, Mrs. Evans?
Oh, do you know what? Just seeing all those children and just having things a little bit more back to normal.
Yes, I miss the normality.
And do you know what? Teaching without using Teams would be nice for a change.
Yes.
Actually, not having children just staring at those iPads all day.
Yes. And having them in front of you, not having to look at them on the screen. My eyes are hurting.
Yeah, it'd just be lovely.
I can't wait for the first hour back and let them all have a little chat and see the smiles on their faces when they're back amongst their
Will
friends.
they have smiles on their faces when they come back into your classroom?
Oh no, I'm talking about class 8. I'm sure class 7.
That's a bit like 3 and 4, that is.
Anyway, we cannot wait to see you all. So, until our next show, which will have proper children and maybe be live, Mrs. Evans?
Oh, do you know
Dairy
what?
too.
That would be amazing. Yeah, we can't wait to see you all. So until our next show, it's goodbye from me.
And goodbye from her. Goodbye. See you all next week.
See you all. Bye.